Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Milwaukee Bucks versus Miami Heat. Let's talk about the Bucks first. It's been a bit of a bumpy ride to start the season for Coach Doc Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Sure, they still have championship aspirations, but at 8-9 through the first month of season, they're hovering around the middle of the Eastern Conference standings. On the bright side, they've found some momentum, winning 6 of their last 7 games, including a 4-game streak. However, let's pump the brakes here. Of those 6 wins, only one opponent, Houston, has a winning record. So, are they truly back? Not yet. In my book, Milwaukee has also struggled on the road, going 1-6 SU in away games this season. That's a significant red flag, especially when facing a squad like the Miami Heat. Prediction: Miami Heat -2 points. Miami knows how to control the pace and play solid defense, and with their slow tempo, 28th in pace, they'll limit the Bucks' offensive opportunities. The Heat are also ranked 8th in points allowed per game, so expect them to keep Milwaukee in check. The Bucks aren't a high-octane team this year, and their offense just isn't as efficient as it used to be. Prediction: under 225.5 points. This game is going to be a grind. Both teams play at a slow pace, and with Miami's defense and Milwaukee's struggles on the road, I'm expecting a lower-scoring, methodical game. This one's going under the total. Houston Rockets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Rockets have been one of the early season surprises, holding a solid 12-6 record and sitting in 3rd place in the Western Conference. Houston has won 7 of their last 9 games, and they're also leading Group A in the NBA Cup with a 2-0 record. But let's not get too carried away. In their most recent game, they took a tough 104-98 loss to the Trail Blazers. The Rockets had an off night, shooting just 35.6% from the field and 25% from three-point range. Alperen Sengun did his best to keep things close with 22 points, but they were out-muscled on the boards, losing the rebounding battle 53-43. Meanwhile, Minnesota's offense is more balanced, and they'll be able to exploit Houston's defensive lapses. With or without Green, the Timberwolves should be able to control the game offensively, and they'll come away with a comfortable win. Prediction: Minnesota Timberwolves -3.5 points. The Timberwolves, despite their struggles, have a clear advantage in this matchup. They've got the scoring depth and defensive presence to handle the Rockets, especially if Green is sidelined. Prediction: over 222 points. Even though Minnesota is one of the slower teams in the league, 25th in pace, the Rockets are among the fastest, 5th in pace. That fast pace, combined with both teams' scoring abilities, should push this game over the total. Minnesota's offense will find its rhythm, and Houston will have to keep up, especially if they're playing catch-up. Take the over. San Antonio Spurs versus Utah Jazz. The Spurs are on a roll, riding a 3-game win streak, most recently knocking off the Golden State Warriors 104-94 in a thrilling comeback. San Antonio found themselves down by 17 points in the first half, but a dominant 33-13 fourth quarter, led by Victor Wembanyama, turned the game around. Wembanyama, who had missed the previous 3 games due to injury, returned with a vengeance, posting 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Harrison Barnes added 22 points, while rookie Stephon Castle chipped in 19 points. Despite shooting 44.7% from the field, the Spurs were on fire from beyond the arc, hitting 13 threes, while holding the Warriors to just 37.9% shooting overall and 31.8% from 3. San Antonio has had Utah's number in this matchup. Even when Wembanyama was sidelined, the Spurs managed to cover the spread. The Spurs' young core, alongside veterans like Chris Paul and Barnes, has been extremely effective. Wembanyama has averaged 24.5 points per game and shot 45.5% from 3 against the Jazz in their previous meetings, while Castle has averaged 16.3 ppg on 41.7% shooting from 3. Utah simply hasn't been able to contain the Spurs, allowing them to score an average of 114 points per game in their 3 matchups this season. Meanwhile, the Jazz have struggled defensively, scoring just 105.7 points per game and shooting a dismal 27% from beyond the arc. With Chris Paul orchestrating the offense, the Spurs have been solid defensively and will continue to expose Utah's inconsistencies. Prediction: San Antonio Spurs minus 2.5 points. The Spurs have been the better team in this matchup, with their defense and offensive consistency outshining the Jazz. Wembanyama will continue to dominate, and the Spurs will cover the spread on the road. Prediction: over 226.5 points. Both of these teams have shown the ability to put big numbers, and the total here is the highest it's been in their 3 meetings this season. Despite both teams shooting poorly from 3 in previous games, I expect another high-scoring affair as both squads fight to improve their NBA Cup standing. With key players like Wembanyama and Markkanen leading the way, this game should hit the over. Los Angeles Lakers versus Phoenix Suns. The Lakers are coming off a tough 127-102 loss to the Denver Nuggets, where they were outscored by 31 points in the second half. LA shot 44.3% from the field and 36.1% from beyond the arc, but struggled defensively as they allowed the Nuggets to shoot a scorching 61% from the floor and 50% from 3. Austin Reeves led the Lakers with 19 points, but LeBron James had an off night, scoring 18 points on 7 for 17 shooting, and Anthony Davis struggled, shooting just 6 for 19 for 14 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. This loss marked the Lakers' 4th consecutive game without covering the spread. The Suns are also in a tough spot, having lost 138-122 to the New York Knicks in their last game, allowing a season high in points. Phoenix shot 48.9% from the floor and 38% from deep, but their defense was porous, giving up 58.1% shooting to the Knicks. While they will get Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant back for this game, the Suns have struggled lately, failing to cover in 4 of their last 5 games. Phoenix ranks 18th in points per game and 20th in opponent points per game this season, with Devin Booker, 24.1 ppg, leading the charge. Durant, 27.6 ppg, and Beal, 17.8 ppg, will be crucial in helping to turn things around, but both may not be 100% yet. Despite their struggles, the Lakers have been better defensively, and with the Suns' recent defensive issues and their big 3 not fully healthy, LA is poised to bounce back. While Phoenix has a strong offensive trio, the Lakers will be motivated after their tough loss to Denver, and solid performances from LeBron and AD should lead them to cover the spread. Prediction: Lakers minus 3.5 points. The Lakers will bounce back with a solid performance. Even though they may not get the win outright, they'll manage to cover the spread in a high-scoring game. Prediction: over 235.5 points. Both teams have been involved in higher-scoring games lately, and given Phoenix's defensive struggles and the Lakers' tendency to give up points, this game should easily go over the total. With both teams getting their key offensive players back, expect shootout.